Alright, yo, what's up? Oh, shit got stuck. Alright, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna be putting the M62 in the E30 again. I do want to do another test fit because I do have the AC compressor on it now, and I'm probably gonna try different headers. And I'm also going to be installing the M60 oil filter housing onto this M62 just because it's in a better position, and I think it's going to work out well with this E30 swap. So I know I'm going to have to cut into the frame rail for the AC compressors. That's the reason why I want to do a test fit. I want to see first if it's going to fit just like that, and if it doesn't, just mark it down where I'm going to cut it, and then we'll make those cuts. But everything else looks like it's good. The brake booster's all in now, so let's do another test fit and see what it looks like. And check this out, guys. I got bags for my E30 already. I'm super stoked on this. I got a really good deal on this, so I was like, fuck it, I'll pick it up. But yeah, that's for maybe, I don't know, sometime next year whenever this car is running. So yeah, these bags are probably gonna be sitting for a while, but finally got some bags for the E30. That's super dope. Got the M60 oil filter housing on. I was trying to record everything of me like putting it back together, but I forgot the orientation of the hoses because I disassembled this like a long time ago so I could clean it up very well. And I just forgot where all the hoses went, so I was having some trouble figuring out which hose went where and all the other stuff, especially this hardline one. I guess it twists, and I didn't know that, so that's why this one was all messed up. But I finally got everything figured out, and I got it in its position, so it looks like it's all good. And the way that I bolted on the oil filter housing to the block is I took off the top alternator bolt right here and I replaced it with a longer one. So that's how I was able to bolt it on. I still need to thread it a little bit more so I can tighten it, but it should work just fine. It should sit something around there, so it should have a decent clearance from the alternator. It shouldn't be that bad, and I think it should be fine. All right, guys, so I'm getting the engine in, and this is probably as far as it's gonna go because it's starting to hit on this side because of the AC compressor pushing it to the right side. So I'm gonna have to make some cuts over there, and this is why I wanted to put the engine in, so I know where I was gonna cut it exactly. So as you guys see, it's hitting around this area here, so we're gonna make a cut from about right here to all the way on this side, and we're just gonna push it in and then just reinforce it, and it should give me the wiggle room that I need to bring the engine this way, and it shouldn't be hitting anymore over there on the alternator. So I also took out the headers on the left side because they're getting in the way in the steering shaft. I know those headers are modified and they should fit, but I know that the engine wasn't gonna fit because of the AC compressor. So until I make those modifications, those headers should fit on there, but I'm not really sure if I'm gonna keep them because I do want to go with the 4-to-1 instead of the 4-to-2s. So still got a lot more work to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out, and then we're gonna make those cuts for the AC and see how the engine fits afterwards. Alright guys, so I got the engine inside the E30 now, and I want to show you guys the clearance that I have from the AC compressor now that I made this cut. So right now the engine's kind of leaning forward just because of the weight of it, but let me put it back for you guys. So with the weight of the transmission, this is the clearance that I should have from the frame rail. But as far as clearance on the other side, that looks good as well. The brake booster looks like it's sitting really good and it's in a good position, so everything is checking in pretty well. Also got the clearance from the alternator, so it looks like everything should be good as far as the test fit now. So let's go and take it out. Alright guys, so I want to show you guys what it looks like now. So I think it came out pretty good, honestly. I'm not really good with welding and stuff, but I feel like this is probably one of my best ones yet. So as you guys can see, it's very nice and slanted, and I should be able to have the clearance from the AC compressor now, so I should be able to fit everything. And I think the only thing that's going to be next is just going to be the brake booster, and I think I'm going to do something similar to this. I'm just going to make that really neat. Right now I kind of just have a hole going on, and I just have this plate with 2 bolts welded underneath it just to hold the booster intact. But I think I'm just going to end up cutting it and just like fab up like this super nice setup right there, just so it looks nice in the bay. So that's going to be the plans with the brake booster, but that's all done, and I'm very happy on how it came out. Like, just look at this. I went ahead and painted it with rust reformer just so it doesn't rust up or anything, but I'm really happy on how it came out, like especially the weld on the top. Especially me just not being a good welder, like I honestly just picked this up from OfferUp for like $400, and I've never welded before aside from like the little tacks that I was doing here and there. But very stoked on how that came out, and hopefully I do an even better job on the brake booster, and we'll just see how that comes up. But that is pretty much it, so I could just move on to everything else. I have headers coming on the way for the M62, so we should be good with the headers. I also have a notched oil pan on the way, so a lot of good stuff coming in the mail very soon, and I think we should make some really good progress on this swap. And I do want to apologize since like this video has been all over the place. I think the very first part of this video was filmed over like 3 months ago or so, so I think that's when work started getting really bad for me with the whole coronavirus pandemic and stuff. But everything's good now, everything's back on schedule, so I'm gonna start working on this V8 swap again and hopefully finish it up very soon. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like for me, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.